Welcome to Eye on Paulsboro. This is our annual Christmas, New Year's program, which spans between those holidays. You're going to see it a lot of times, so we hope we try to do a good job to make it entertaining. We're at Gary and Ray Lynn Stevenson's house. Irma, thank you to your family for this hospitality.
Well, John, where else would you want to be? On the Mansion Creek in Paulsboro. We've been on Broad Street many years. We've been quite a few places, but this is always home to us, too, besides Broad Street. And 22 years, 23 years, John, Christmas.
I've lost count, but this is a pretty special night for you because you've got generations of family are going to be with us.
Yes, I have my mother here. Our grandchildren came up from North Carolina. Claude's back from 3 tours, and 5 generations here tonight, John.
Yeah, it's going to be very nice. Ray Lynn's making her way in. She's got a couple of guests with her as well. Irma mentions Claude. We'll meet him later in the show. He has served this nation in our military into 3 tours in Afghanistan, and that's as we are so grateful that the Iraq war theater is coming to a close. Afghanistan is still active. Bless you.
Bless you. This is Paige Berthold, and this is Preston, and they're up here from North Carolina. Tell them your name.
I am Preston.
And what's your name?
Paige.
You see that? That wasn't hard at all. Ray Lynn, thank you for the hospitality. We're going to be taking your kitchen over with JoJo Vanetti back in the kitchen because I know how hard you work in the kitchen to cook all the time.
Yes.
Of course you do. Yes. And so Joe's going to take over. The grandchildren are absolutely beautiful.
Great-grandchildren, John.
Her grandchildren. They're
her grandpa, my greats, and mother's great-greats.
See, Irma just laid claim to that. We have a full program coming your way. A little bit of Christmas music. Sherry Lynn's going to join us. She was with us last year. She has broken her schedule to be with us for this. This year, Santa Claus is going to sing. We have a few surprises coming along, and hopefully we're going to work some vintage footage in because, as Irma's mentioned, been doing this for a while, and we always like to do a look back because some people that have appeared on the show have gone to other places. We assume better places because none of them have come back. So we have a lot of optimism that they're in the right place now. So stay with us. And we're going to start the top of the show by wishing everybody just a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year. And we're going to close the show the same way. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back to Eye on Paulsboro and this holiday program that we like to put together. We're very pleased this year that Sherry Lynn could join us again. Last year she was on the show, drew a lot of comments. She is a growing star in the country. I shouldn't really say country western because her style crosses over. But I would say her base is country western. Would that be correct?
Yes, that would be correct, John.
So it was a year ago we visited. How are things?
Things are going great. I'm in the process of recording a brand new CD that's going to be coming out shortly. It's going to be titled So Much More. I'm actually singing a duet with Crystal Gale on the CD, so that's pretty exciting. We actually just got back from the Poconos. We spent the weekend with her at her holiday show, so it was kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I mentioned last time. Your voice is it has just a good tone to it. I mean, your music is comfortable.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I have a new single that's out at country radio right now. So after the Christmas break, because right now they're switching to Christmas music. So as soon as that's done, we'll be really doing a big push to all the radio stations to get it played.
And how now can people find out in advance concurrent with you trying to get it played? It's always a struggle, but the internet, it's all different now about how you download music. How do people find that?
Well, the single will be up in January on iTunes. It's called the Breakin' Up Song. Right now, they can listen to it on my website, www.sherrylynnmusic.com. Facebook, all the social networking sites. It's all there, and you can get to all of them from my website.
Well, I think it's a big deal. Sherry Lynn's going to join us. When I say going to join us, she broke her schedule to be here this evening. She's going to give us a Christmas song, which we're looking forward to. Through that Christmas song, we're going to intersperse some pictures from the Senior Citizens Christmas Luncheon. Correct, Marc? Marc Kamp was there and took a lot of pictures. So between Sherry Lynn's gifted and magnificent voice for Christmas, we're going to work in some pictures of our neighbors. It's going to be a good segment. Enjoy.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. And later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. When you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned
With me now is Mike Liccardello. He is the chief of our municipal fire department. All volunteers. I always like to remind people that we probably have to spend about $3 million a year, maybe not quite $3, but at least $2 million a year to replace the volunteers if they weren't there. Think about what that would mean to your tax bill. So when you see a volunteer fireman and volunteers, make sure you thank them. Michael's joining us now. You're going to hear a lot of this kind of message as we get closer to Christmas, but it's not something that we shouldn't talk about. Michael, fire safety is a big deal year-round, but come around the holidays with old Christmas lights being brought out and various things happening, it's a recipe for concern.
Yeah, Mayor, we'd like to, on behalf of everybody from the Paulsboro Fire Department, we'd like to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday season. We'd like to emphasize every year to everybody to make sure that the outlets that they use and plug into are surge protected. You don't want to string more than 2 strands together on lights. It can cause a potential overload, and if you don't have that safety breaker, it can potentially cause an electrical fire. Also people like to use candles throughout the year, especially at holiday seasons for the scents. Just remember to use them very cautiously and make sure that you always watch them and never leave them unattended.
Yeah, critical stuff, Michael. I commented on his look. Tell us about the uniform.
The uniforms this year, we were able to get a donation. Hagemeyer North America was able to provide us with a donation to provide the entire department in Class B uniforms. So we're very thankful for them, and it was a good addition to the department.
Yeah, it's a good look, Michael. It's a good look. And it's good information you bring. Remember, again, folks, common sense. The extension cords should not go under carpets. Don't overload extension cords. And those little brown extension cords you buy, they're not really very good, are they, Michael?
No, they're not. They're not really designed to be overloaded. They're single use for a temporary basis. They're not used and they're not designed to be left on for 12 to 14, 16 hours. It's just a temporary use for them. We don't really encourage the use of them at all.
And if you have a question about whether your extension cord's doing well, feel the plug. If the plug is hot, if the wire is hot, correct, Mike?
That's correct. That is exactly correct. If the plug is warm, unplug it and take it out of service. If you're going to use any of them extension cords, make sure they have a UL listing on them. That's Underwriters Laboratory. They've done all the quality tests to ensure that that product is safe to use. Some of them on the market out there today that you can pick up at the dollar stores, they aren't really UL certified. So you have to make sure that any product you buy has an Underwriting Laboratories testing on it.
Well, that's real good information. You usually get what you pay for. Message here is simply be smart, be safe. Fire company doesn't want to be at your home during the holiday season providing emergency service, especially if it can be avoided. But if you get in trouble, they'll be there. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
When Hurricane Katrina came through, we lost everything. We lost our business. Our trusted choice insurance agent took care of us in the worst possible time in anybody's lives. The good times are rolling again. Had it not been for our trusted choice agent, I promise you we would not be here today.
Trusted Choice independent insurance agents offer coverage from a choice of companies and pledge to be there for you when disaster strikes your home or business.
Spartan Planning, your local Trusted Choice agency. Call 423-4561. For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Alan C. McBride, Beth McBride Foley, and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro. Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, master mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and rug doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
We want to do a few things quickly to work into this show. First of all, Marc Kamp, who regularly attends council meeting and is a personal friend of mine, is always kind to bring a camera. And Marc shot some still photographs as we welcome some of our retirees in. We've had a little bit of a turnover in the municipality this year. The governing body likes to say thank you to those who have served. We had Bill Sampson came in, who retired from, I'm looking over at Mark to make sure I get the names right. Bill Sampson retired from our Water and Sewer Department, which is a well-run operation. Bill gave good service to this town, brought great skills, mechanical skills, was a tremendous asset to us. And he was honored with a proclamation by the governing body at a regular council meeting. We're very grateful to Bill, and we say to him, a happy retirement. In addition to Bill, we welcomed in Chuck Kolbacki, who retired from the road department. And are we going to miss him? Let's hope there's not a lot of snow, because we've got to break new people in on how to plow. Chuck Kolbacki was a very loyal and dedicated employee, showed up for both recycling, showed up for snow plowing, never walked away from his duties. And we wish both he and Nancy a lot of good health in his retirement. And he's young enough to do some other things as well. Also, the Chief Rogan retired from the police department. And he had served this department for, I guess he was in law enforcement, if I recall correctly, almost 30 years. And we were very pleased to bring him back and recognize him with a formal proclamation, because this town, this community, the governing body cares about its employees, because they're the ones, the rank and file people that make it happen every day, whether it's law enforcement, water and sewer, when you turn the spigot on or flush the toilet, and from the street and highway department to picking up recycling, picking up leaves when it's that time of year, and when we get in a real difficult time with snow, moving the snow. And we do it as well as anyone. And we thank those who have worked for us, and new job opportunities are coming for others. So a high standard's been set. We thank all those who have served. I also want to mention that the men of the Elks, we mentioned the ladies of the Elks. Abby Kidd was on a program or two ago when we were down on the port site. The men of the Elks held their monthly breakfast. I think they do it, if I'm not mistaken, the third Saturday of every month. And time runs between 8 and 12 noon. And let me tell you something. It is a lavish breakfast buffet. I happened to get by, happened to have a small camera with me and took some footage. Jack Bird, of course, is just a close personal friend, has been with me a very long time. And remember, when you talk about food, the fellows put it out.
They put out a wonderful, wonderful spread. Jackie Bird started off first grade with me at Buck Street School. Jackie says I talk more than him, and I say he talks more than me, so it's still a toss-up.
That's a very close call, by the way. But let me mention this. Major Roan and his lovely, beautiful wife Isabel, who sort of oversees the kitchen. But Major Roan's breakfast potatoes, home fries, whatever you like to call them, are second to none. I'm telling you, they're dangerous. They're that good. I couldn't get him to tell me what the secret was or what the recipe was, but if you keep it in your thoughts as you're driving down Penline Street, they put the sign out the day before thereabouts. First of all, it's a great cause because the money goes to all the good work that they do. People donate the food, meaning the members, the brothers donate the food, so they can have, they can make a profit, so they can go and underwrite the projects they do. But it's outstanding. It's scrapple, it's bacon, it's sausage, it's homemade cream cheese beef over biscuits. It's the potatoes I mentioned. It's scrambled eggs. It's coffee. It's pretty good. I had a great time. If I'd eaten any more, I just would have had to go to sleep. So we want to recognize that. Keep your eye on that. That's a great value. We're coming right back.
Friends, good evening. I am Reverend Kevin Davis, pastor of St. Paul's United Methodist Church at Broad and Delaware Streets right here in Paulsboro. And I'm pleased again to be able to come and just to share a Christmas thought and a Christmas blessing with everyone that will watch this tonight and throughout this season. Friends, we've entered into a season of hope, a season of joy, a season of peace that we need to experience, and we can right here in the community that we live, by sharing with others the joy that's in our hearts, the joy that comes from knowing, from believing, and from just loving each other, treating each other with that compassion and with that kindness that just lends itself to this season. So as we gather, from my family to yours, I pray you be blessed in this season, that you will find that peace, that hope, and that joy that is part of these days. And it is my sincere prayer that each and every one will have a blessed Christmas season and a wonderful, happy, and healthy New Year, believing, praying together, staying together, enjoying the company of those around you that mean the most to you, wherever that takes you, whatever that means. May God bless you all.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. It would not be a Christmas show if we didn't have a cooking segment with JoJo Vanetti, caterer to the stars, but also available to you, by the way, whether it be for weddings, for funerals, special events. Before we start cooking, Joe, give us the phone number at the top of the segment. We're going to do it at the end if people want to reach you.
Okay, I'm Joe, and you can reach me at 609-876.
Joe, they knew you were Joe.
Well, you know, I feel like I'm answering the phone. Hey, this is Joe. You can 609-876-0612, or you can email me at geocater@yahoo.com.
I want to make sure that people know how to find you. Mm-hmm. This is, we can make a whole show out of this.
John, we always can make a show out of anywhere. We've been in funeral homes, remember?
And we walked out.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty good day. Joe, what do you have for us this year? What do you have for us?
Well, today we're going to make...
and I'll step back so
we're going to make the Stevenson's favorite family dish that I make, and they ask me every time, like the last few times we did the show here, they're like, did you do that chicken? I said, no, we're not doing the chicken. Oh, well, when are you going to do it? So this year, we're going to do the chicken for the Stevens.
Do the chicken.
It's called Parmesan cream chicken, and it's a casserole dish. It's great for the winter time. So we're going to do that, and then something to go with that as a side dish would be something light. This is what we're going to be making with the chicken, Parmesan cream chicken is a casserole dish. A little heavy, nice for winter, stick to the bones kind of thing, and something a little lighter to go with it, with a little more acidity. And then we're going to do a nice light dessert too. So you want to get on the Parmesan cream chicken?
I think as a cooking segment, we should probably cook something.
We want to do. We want to get that in. We want to get this going so we can pop it in the oven. But first, we got to make the we're going to make what you call a roux, which is just butter. What we have here, ingredient-wise for this dish, is I have butter and about equal parts flour, about equal parts Parmesan cheese, and some cheddar cheese. This is cooked chicken meat. I cooked a couple of whole chickens today, just deboned it, and that's going to be going in the dish, and we're going to top it with some croutons. But anyway, we're going to start with the butter, and I want to make a roux, which is flour, butter and flour, equal parts. So we get that melting. There's a lot of stirring involved in this dish, and there's a lot of not walking away from this one, because you don't want to burn the flour and the butter, and you got to start over. So then we're going to put the flour in there. And what this does, the flour won't lump up on you when you add the liquids to it. Okay. And you can cook a roux like this if you want to do it real slow. It's a good base for all kind of sauces, you know, any type of sauce. It's a great thickener for if you're cooking beef and you want to thicken your gravy. This is what you use.
Joe, where's the word roux come from?
Roux, I know that it's French, and really what it means, I should know, but I don't know.
Common word.
It means flour and butter. slowly stirred like this and melted together. If you were to just throw flour in there, you know, you get the lumps, you know, turns into paste. All right, so this is all the molecules of the flour have mixed in, and they're like separated, like little ball bearings.
The molecules, Jim?
Yes, yeah, they're actually being separated by the oil.
I just didn't expect you to talk about molecules.
That's what stops it from lumping up. Okay.
Segment.
All right, so we got the flour, equal parts flour and butter. All right, and then I'm going to add milk. This is about maybe a little over a quart of milk. And
Whole milk, Joe?
Whole milk, yeah. And you stir this in kind of slowly. Kind of funny thing, when you add milk to this, you think it would get thinner, but it actually starts to get chunkier. And we're going to keep stirring this in. If you dump it in too fast, it'll break on you. You know, the sauce will break. It's a little messy. That's why I'm wearing black. I guess that wasn't such a great idea.
Well, you're having a better day than the chicken had.
Yeah, that's true. All right, now I can dump the rest of that in there. And then you can actually turn it up a little bit. Well, it's about high enough. You want this to sort of come to a little bit of a simmer. And since we don't have all kinds of time, it's going to get hot. So now what I'll do is you would actually let this cook a little bit longer. It'll still work. This will still work. We're going to add the grated cheese. That's where the Parmesan cream chicken comes in. And then I'm going to add the cheddar cheese, shredded. I'm going to break that up. And this is all going to melt together. And then you need a little acidity in there. So this dish calls for, this is about a little over a cup of Chardonnay. And you let this cook down. Irma, do you want to stir this for me?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. And then when this all melts together, then we're ready to. You want to start? Now we can start on this, my other dish, which is the pasta. Irma, why don't you stand over here?
Yes.
I'm going to fire this pan up.
And Joe, while you're getting the pan fired up, we'll take a short break, and then we'll come back and pick this up from here. Irma will be done stirring, and it's all coming together.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Don't get it on your shirt, Irma.
When Hurricane Katrina came through, we lost everything. We lost our business. Our trusted choice insurance agent took care of us in the worst possible time in anybody's lives. The good times are rolling again. Had it not been for our trusted choice agent, I promise you we would not be here today.
Trusted Choice independent insurance agents offer coverage from a choice of companies and pledge to be there for you when disaster strikes your home or business.
Spartan Planning, your local Trusted Choice agency. Call 423-4561. For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Alan C. McBride, Beth McBride Foley, and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro. Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Wow.
We're back. A little time has passed, and the mix has thickened.
The plot has thickened. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, make sure that's not too hot for me, and this gets poured over.
So Joe, the chicken is all pre-cooked?
The chicken's pre-cooked, but moist cooked. We don't like overcook it, because then it's going to cook a little more when you put this in the oven, because this gets shot into the oven.
So it didn't become dry during the deboning process?
No. It's moist cooked chicken. You kind of take a whole chicken or two and you drop them in a pot and gently simmer them until, you can tell when it's done when you can use a meat thermometer, of course, or you can look and you'll see the leg that the meat is pulled away from the edge of the leg. You just don't want to, kill it. You want to make sure it's dead first, but then you don't want to kill it again, All right, this is here before we put it in. This is how it should look before you pop it in the oven. Now we're going to put this in the oven. This will go in an oven for about a half an hour.
But if everything's cooked, Joe, what's the oven?
About 300-400, depending on your oven. You keep an eye on it, and it's going to brown up.
It's just to brown it up. It's not really to cook.
And then we put some croutons on the top. In the last 10 minutes of cooking, we put croutons on top, and then that helps give it a little creaminess, and then you have a crunch with it. All right, so to go with that, we're going to do a nice, easy pasta dish. It's got some red and green for Christmas in it, so that'll work. All right, let me grab the stuff. I probably should have brought this over here a little earlier.
Well, we don't want to be too prepared.
All right, John, what I got here is I got some olive oil in this hot pan. All right. I have fresh chopped tomatoes. I got some fresh parsley and fresh basil. I'm going to just dump that in here. As this warms up a little bit. All right.
We always ask Joe, when he puts these segments together, to present things that you can do at home that aren't overly sophisticated, overly hard to do. This dish coming together pretty easily. I'm not suggesting I could do it, but I know Irma could do it.
All right, so I'm going to stir this around a little bit. And I'm going to season this up with a little salt and pepper, and then I have a little garlic. I just have my little rasp here. I'm going to scrape some of that.
Joe, will the tomatoes stay on the firm side, or will they cook down?
I'm going to throw some. You don't want them to turn into sauce. You want them to look like tomatoes when you're done. Still, like little chunk to them. Throw that in there. I'll stir that around with a little garlic. I got a little salt and pepper in there, and then I have some broccoli here. This is the green part, and then I also have a little red pepper that I chopped up. Put a little of this salt and pepper.
Now, this is served with the other dish?
Yeah, it would go nice. Like you serve the casserole dish on a plate, and then you put this on the side as a side dish. And it's like a vegetarian too. It's if you didn't want the chicken or something, you could just make a meal just out of this.
Oh, it's developing into a beautiful meal.
Mm-hmm. So now we're going to just let this simmer and let this stuff cook together a little bit. All right. So we got the chicken is in the oven. We got this coming together, and I got the pasta already cooked. It's just some penne that I cooked al dente, and I would just throw that right in there. So it's more like a warm salad, and we're going to squirt it with a little lemon to cut through the. It's nice to have something. If you're going to have something hot, creamy, and thick, it's nice to balance it out with a little something with the tomatoes and the acidity. on the pasta. It'll be nice with it.
I think that's just what the American Heart Association would say after you eat the butter and the roux and
yeah.
You want
Everything
to
in
have some
moderation.
broccoli. Everything in moderation. But that, Joe, that's a beautiful, beautiful
That's coming
dish.
together. Yeah, and you got the green, the festive colors in there.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to come right back, and Joe's going to put these dishes together, and he's going to close out with a very easy dessert, which we're all going to enjoy. Everyone assembled here today is going to eat well when this is done. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. We have a dish in the oven, which is heating and browning. Joe's working at the stove. We're getting this pasta dish ready, which is really shaping up beautifully. And we're going to eat very well at the end of the show, all sit at the table, which will be a lot of fun. Joe, why don't you pick it up from
All
there?
right. Now, the broccoli and the tomatoes, they've all kind of come together. The tomatoes have released a little liquid, and so it looks kind of saucy, you know what I mean? It's not a heavy red sauce. So I have this cooked pasta that, was al dente, prepared ahead of time. And then I'm just going to put that on top. I'm going to add a little more olive oil. And then I'm going to start to stir this around. You don't want it to be overly dry. If you had to make this ahead of time, you might want to add a little butter or something before you serve it, But this is great right out of the pan like this.
You can always add the olive oil. Olive oil
you can always add a little olive oil or
real
anyway.
versatile to use.
Okay, so now I'm just going to hit this with a little bit of lemon.
In the pan, Joe? When it's
Just right like that. Yeah, you don't want to cook lemon juice. You want to put it on right at the end, which is what we're talking about right now. And then I have a little mixture of some Parmesan cheese, and I have red pepper flakes in there to give it just a little bit of a bite. And then we're going to mix this around. All right. Let me turn this off.
So, Joe, you actually have the two magic ingredients. You've got olive oil and cheese.
Olive oil.
And cheese. You can't go wrong.
No,
you can't go wrong.
You can't use it in everything. Keep it out of the ice cream, hopefully. All right, so there you go
That's
with
beautiful,
that.
Joe.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And you want to make it look a little nice. So can't get much nicer than that.
No, it's just beautiful.
So
beautiful.
that's the pasta.
That'll
with
be ready for the
fresh
table.
Tomato and broccoli.
Now we're on to
Best
dessert.
to serve that right away. You don't want to wait too long with that. Now we can jump right on to dessert.
Very good.
Okay.
Let me pull the pasta over here because I want to sample
Okay.
as you're doing
Go
the
ahead.
dessert to
Here.
make sure it's
It's gonna
really,
be hot.
really ready.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to just make a fruit trifle. This is really easy. This is so easy, and it looks like you spent a lot of time on it, but you really don't. Okay, and what we're going to do is, what I have here, this is just angel food cake. It's actually fat-free. It's like the kind of cakes you can get, the bundt cakes with the, you can pick them up at any supermarket. They're like a ring, and I just break it up and put it in here like this. And what I'm going to do is, I've got, these are a berry mix. You can get it in your frozen aisle, actually. It's the best way to buy it because you're going to cook this anyway. So what I'm going to do with this berry mix is put it into a little saucepan like this. All right. Then I'm going to add some powdered 10x sugar here. I'm going to put that in there.
What kind, Joe? Powdered?
Powdered 10x, I don't know. It's like a powdered sugar.
What does 10x mean?
Maybe it means ground to the 10th power.
That's
I
what I
don't
asked
know,
you.
John. Jeez. Oh, man.
Joe.
I don't know what 10x means. I think it means if
it's supposed to be
5x is probably
It's supposed
thicker.
to be an informative show to help people.
X to 10x. 10 is X.
There you are. There you are.
So I'm going to add a little water to this. what does 10x
You know, you
mean?
came up short on
I never
on
thought of that.
You came up short on the definition of roux, and now on the.
Okay.
You had the deboning stuff down, but
Yeah,
you
right,
missed on
right.
the other stuff.
Okay, so we've got this bury mixed with the 10x, okay, X factor. You're just going to let this kind of come together.
But Joe, you mentioned the ease of the frozen section of the supermarket this time of
Yes,
year.
yes.
If you're in the summertime, I guess you go fresh if you can.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, if you bought these, when you're gonna cook these,
Yeah.
it's a
Doesn't
good
make a lot-
product.
doesn't make a lot
It's a
of
good
difference.
product to cook with. You know
As
what I mean? If
frozen-
you were
as
going to
frozen.
serve fresh berries, you don't want to serve frozen ones, obviously. If you're just going to eat them off of a plate.
But this in this particular case.
Exactly. Very good for this. Okay, so this is coming together. All right, and this is basically like a glaze. Okay.
Does that reach a boil, Joe?
No, you don't even have to really boil it. Just as long as it's not frozen anymore, you know. And this is served kind of cool anyway. All right, let me turn this off. All right, so now we're going to take this berry mix here, and we're going to just start to drizzle this over here. And this will like start to soak that the angel food cake. It'll start to absorb it and get nice and soft.
Because the angel food cake is not very solid, is it? So.
No, it says fat-free, sugar-free anyway.
I noticed after a couple of days it feels sort of oily.
It's real
Have you noticed
airy,
that?
you know. And they use a lot of egg whites in it, so it puffs up. So here we have this. Then we're going to take this is light whipped topping. I could have made that myself. I bought it again in the frozen food section because it's okay for this application.
And I really believe you could have made it yourself if you.
Oh yeah, but that would have been a nice mess.
If this were a
We'll
network,
do that next year.
if this were a network broadcast.
This is for the home chef. Okay, we're trying to not make them work too much.
It's a very good point.
There you go. All right, so we have the whipped cream on top, and then I have this to give it a little crunch. I have this. It's called krushik. It's kind of like fried dough with a little powdery sugar on top, and I sprinkle that over the top.
It's absolutely delicious.
And it's really light.
It's delicious
another
stuff.
light.
It's very
deal here.
deceiving because it's fried and it tastes so good, and you think it's.
This is a quiet crowd this year. What's going on? Gee, Santa isn't making any noise. Where's my towel? I have a towel right here. There you go. Thank you. You could hear crickets in here. All right. So you have that, and then I save a little of this for the top, and we just to give it a little color. Whew, thank you. It sounded like that funeral show you did.
They were intentionally restrained.
All right.
And we're building up to this crescendo.
Now, look at this. I got creative. I wanted to add some Christmassy looks to this, so I went and got these little sugary things, and we'll put a few of them on there just for the fun of it. Ooh, green and red, and kind of look like Christmas lights. All right, we got some of them.
That's beautiful.
It's green. Now, your guests can take them, not eat them. You can eat around them, whatever. I think they look kind of neat.
They look
And then I have
nice.
some fresh mint. And here's your Christmas berry fruit trifle with the 10X sugar.
Very nice, Joe.
All right.
Thank you.
Now we got to get the
Thank you.
chicken out of there. Yeah.
We're going to move from this kitchen to the table to enjoy these treats that Joe has prepared. And again, he selected dishes that are within reach for a person to do. Joe can cook to a high level, which on a daily basis you may not want to tangle with. This was a nice menu. Joe, I can't thank you enough.
My pleasure.
It's been a number of years we've been doing this. People enjoy the segment. Give your phone number again so people know.
It's 609-876-0612.
And the original, I call you caterer to the stars because of how you're associated with the movie business now, but the old slogan was any occasion of pleasure. If I
Any
remember.
occasion of pleasure. Yeah, I like that.
That's a very good.
Because I get all kinds of questions. Well, do you do a birthday party? Yes. But do you do a shower? No. Yes. Any occasion of pleasure. So, yes, please call me and be happy to help you out.
Good person, good personality, someone you like to be around, got a good touch for food. So if you're having an occasion and you'd like to have some help in preparation and need someone to cater it, get a hold of JoJo Vanetti. You won't be disappointed. Stay with us. We're coming right back, and at a given point, we're going to enjoy all this. We'll be back.
When Hurricane Katrina came through, we lost everything. We lost our business. Our trusted choice insurance agent took care of us in the worst possible time in anybody's lives. The good times are rolling again. Had it not been for our trusted choice agent, I promise you we would not be here today.
Trusted Choice independent insurance agents offer coverage from a choice of companies and pledge to be there for you when disaster strikes your home or business.
Spartan Planning, your local Trusted Choice agency. Call 423-4561. For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Alan C. McBride, Beth McBride Foley, and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro. Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Welcome back. I was remiss in mentioning at the top of the show just how beautiful Irma looks this evening.
Oh, thank you. In red.
In red, of course. And the reason she's glowing is because she's surrounded by her family at this Christmas time. Pretty special occasion. But Irma, we're going to try and reach back to some vintage footage, to the archives. We hope the tape player works. We hope Fred can come up with something. We may go back as far as '93.
Wonder what color my hair was then, John. That's the big question. And did you have as much gray?
Well, yours will be natural like it is now, and of course, mine will depend on our cycle of keeping it at a very natural look. But let's take a moment and look back. Fred's going to see what he can get. The date will appear under the segment because we're not sure which one it's going to be. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. Reminisce with us because we've been doing a Christmas show for a while. Remember?
22, 23 years, John.
And it in itself becomes a time capsule. Let's enjoy the footage. We'll be right back.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dominic. That's Kid Primo on the accordion. It's so good to have the kid back with us. I'm John Burzichelli, and this is I Own Paulsboro, and this is our special Christmas show. This is Danny. This is my father's first grandson. So it's my brother Ted and wife Carolyn's baby boys. So the Burzichelli name is alive and well, except for another generation. It's Shannon's brother, and he's all of what, about how old is he now? Anybody know? Carolyn, how old? Oh, I'm told 3 months. 3 months from the background. Yeah. 3 months.
All right, bud.
Yeah, and he's not saying a word.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay, we're going to whip this up real quickly here.
Better hold that up, Joe, because John will never find it. That's it.
Should have had my manicure today, John.
Well, you've been busy, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty busy, pretty busy.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
Just give me a small cup, about that big.
Uncle Wes will fix you right up.
Okay.
He's handling the coffee from the bar.
If you use extension cords, don't bury them. Leave them out where you can see them. Don't overcrowd your receptacles. There's 2 outlets, you use 2 outlets. That's a big thing we get. The people with the real trees, keep them watered. Make sure you don't overuse the lights. A lot of people like to go to bed and forget about their lights. That's a bad thing.
Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Did you get this, Michelle? It's my Uncle Wes. It's a. Thank you, Uncle Wes. Uncle Wes been on coffee. That's good, Dominic. That's all. That's all. What was that? What was that? Jingle bells?
Jingle bells.
I thought I recognized it. Yeah, hidden under there.
I wrote that down in Sicily.
That's Kid Primo on the accordion, and it's one of those nights. And June, just how about a thought? You've got a...
Well, on behalf of my son and daughter-in-law and other families who have children in the armed forces, I would like to thank the committee for having made this video, because I think it's a real nice thing to get from home. And I know my son will enjoy it, and I'm sure the others will too.
With me now is Bob Reid, who's commander here at the VFW, and the VFW is a real special place, not just simply for Memorial Day, but Bob, thanks for having us here.
Oh, my pleasure, John. It's a great honor for you to have Channel 5 here with us tonight. I'd like to wish Gloucester County and the residents of Paulsboro are welcome here to George D. Patton Post 678 of the Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Primo. We've lost Kid Primo through all of this. Where's Kid Primo? And now my mother's on the set. I don't simply have a chance.
You know.
That's my mother who's joined us now on a set.
Let's just cut it right here. Take it all off. Right here. Stand here.
Yeah.
Style it in here, and it'll be perfect. Right in here.
All right, we're going to take it off. I don't stand a chance on this one.
They have clowns, and this is free for our youth in Paulsboro, John.
You know, if it's the Elks Club, it's going to be a very good time.
Ah, they're great. They're great.
And if Bob Cannon cuts my ear off, we're going to do the Van Gogh segment, which
Well, I figure, John,
amazing.
you and I keep talking. You don't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on. We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all those folks. We're going to have a little sing-along at the bar, I suppose. I'm John J. Burzichelli. This is I on Paulsboro, wishing you a Merry Christmas. Turn the light.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
While we commonly refer to this as the Christmas New Year show, it's also a time when Hanukkah is celebrated as well, and at a later date, Kwanzaa. Marc Kamp, a friend for so long, joins us as he does on this program on a regular basis to light the Hanukkah candles. As this program airs, we will be a number of days into Hanukkah. Marc's going to offer the short traditional prayer as he lights the candle. Marc, first of all, welcome, and happy Hanukkah to you.
Thank you.
Very nice. Pick it up from there.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who sanctified us by his commandments and has commanded us to kindle the lights of Hanukkah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'alsa nisim lavotenu b'yomim ha'ohim b'zman hazeh. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who wrought miracles for our fathers in days of old at this season. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'kiyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has kept us alive and has preserved us and enabled us to reach this season.
And as Marc lights the candles, marking the days of Hanukkah, as you listen to those words, you recognize how universal they are and speak to everyone. Though the Hebrew tongue may sound different to those not schooled in it, the interpretation touches everyone. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you, John. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying the program. I hope I'm enjoying the program. I won't know what it's really like till we put it all together, and Fred works his magic, quite frankly, because we do this in pieces, all at the same time, but in pieces. Next up, which we hope you're going to enjoy, unique to Paulsboro, I might add, We have a singing Santa. Sherry Lynn's going to rejoin us. Pastor Kevin from the St. Paul's United Methodist Church at Broad and Delaware Street is going to lend his voice along with Mrs. Claus. Going to be pretty special. And we're going to work in some pictures, and that's why I wanted to do this lead-in. Jean Giampola, who served on council for so many years, continues to be active around Christmas time with her food project for those who need just a little bit extra help. And this year, it seems greater need than ever just because of the way the circumstances are. And Jean went out of her way once again, along with her committee, those who were kind enough to donate both finances, which helps, those who left canned goods for the postal people to pick up, and to the volunteer firemen of the Paulsboro Volunteer Fire Association, both men and women, who helped deliver it. And for the high school students, helped pack the packages and put it together. 89 families between Paulsboro and Gibbstown were served with a little extra Christmas treat. Jean took some pictures as they were doing the packaging together. We're going to work them in underneath this wonderful holiday music of, I'm not sure what it is. I think they said it was going to be Jingle Bells.
Let it snow.
Now I'm just told it's going to be Let It Snow. I knew it was going to be something related to Christmas. I wasn't too far off. So enjoy the music with our dear friends who are going to do it live, and look at the pictures, and keep in mind that a lot of people went out of their way to make certain that a lot of neighbors had a little bit of Christmas cheer. That's what the holiday's about. Enjoy.
The weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I bought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When Hurricane Katrina came through, we lost everything. We lost our business. Our trusted choice insurance agent took care of us in the worst possible time in anybody's lives. The good times are rolling again. Had it not been for our trusted choice agent, I promise you we would not be here today.
Trusted Choice independent insurance agents offer coverage from a choice of companies and pledge to be there for you when disaster strikes your home or business.
Spartan Planning, your local Trusted Choice agency. Call 423-4561. For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Alan C. McBride, Beth McBride Foley, and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro. Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
This has been a full and a fun program. I've consumed enough coffee to keep me moving probably for 4 days. As we work the program to a close, the theme as we talk about Christmas, the optimism of the new year, and happy Hanukkah to our friends, recognizing that observation as this time of calendar time comes about. The one constant theme through all of this is family. And we're very, very grateful to be here in Gary and Lynn Stevenson's home. And Irma has generations with her today. To my right is, I always refer to her as Mrs. Candle. It's Irma's mother, Irma, who recently had a fall, had to go through rehab, and you look spectacular.
Thank you very much. Being happy with my family.
Yes. You're in a safe and wonderful place. And Irma, you talk about blessing.
I have a blessing here today. Captain Claude Berthold, my grandson, is back from 2 tours in Africa and one in Afghanistan. He corrected me. United States Marine Corps, my granddaughter Kim, and our great-grandchildren Preston and Paige. And I'm so blessed. Thanks everyone for their prayers to have Claude back with us.
I mentioned you got Gary here too.
Well, Gary and Gary. My son Gary, who he still says I'm not his mother, he was adopted, and our grandson Gary, and we're blessed. And my pastor's here tonight, and Santa Claus, and JoJo Vanetti, and Fred, and everyone's here. Amy, Lynn, and of course my friend Marc. Right? We're always blessed, John, and we're blessed to have you as been our mayor. First of the year, John, you won't be mayor, but you'll always be mayor to the people of Paulsboro.
Well, you're kind to say that. And let me say as well, we welcome Claude in his most recent tour, and we thank him for his service to this country. A graduate of the Naval Academy, correct, Claude?
Yes, sir.
Naval Academy, and is that where you met your wife?
It is, yeah. We did meet there, and it was pretty awesome.
You know, you have great achievement in serving this country, but you may have overachieved in your selection of wife.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, John.
And I might add, you answered that correctly. Since Afghanistan's in active war, unfortunately, at this moment, and we are grateful for the men and women serving, and we hope they're going to be home soon with a resolution that is equal to the sacrifices that have been made, and we have great confidence as this Iraq deal closed out, Afghanistan soon. We can't talk to Claude about those details at the moment because he can't talk about those things. But he's home, and we want everyone to come home. Spirit of this holiday. Remember, we've had a good time. We've got some people coming in from the side. We have special guests. Imagine Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus, Sherry Lynn, heard from her early, Pastor Kevin, JoJo Vanetti. We're going to get Fred to come from, no, Fred won't come from behind the camera. Where's Amy at? Where's Amy? Where's Amy? Amy, come on in, Amy. Amy Cook directed the show. She runs a Facebook page. How many people do we have on Facebook, Amy?
About 680.
We can't hide. Can you imagine that, 680? We're going to close out with a sort of little bit of sing-along. We're going to go to credits, but more importantly, Joe's going to serve the wonderful meal he made to this large group of people. Going to sit at the table, as families across this country will do, recognizing the blessing that we all have. There are challenges in front of us, but there is great optimism. We should strive to have Christmas in our hearts every day. It'll be a happier day that way. Merry Christmas to everybody. Irma?
Merry Christmas, healthy, happy New Year, and God bless America.
Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa to those who are celebrating that holiday, but above all, as JoJo Vanetti would say, Joe, come on over here. Years ago, Joe coined a phrase. Do you remember what you said many years ago? It was sort of a theme.
Yeah,
What did you say,
we were having a Chamber of Commerce meeting, and I just said, we were getting beat down a little bit in the neighborhood there, and I just said, if you have a chance, say something nice about Paulsboro when you're out there. That's something simple like that.
Yeah, and 16 years later, when you have a chance, say something nice to someone. You'd be surprised how it lifts their day. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you next year. Let's sing, folks.
Through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, ho, ho! Bells on bobtails ring.